Going live. Hangout is on air and live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to J560, Managing Online Public Relations. Again, I'm the professor, Ben Reisinger, and as always, we chat just social media, public relations, and how that fits into the realm of communications and different aspects of that. And so we've had a good semester. This is our final semester, and congratulations, everyone that made it. You got 50 points EC, extra credit, which is awesome. Those of you that I see that are in automobiles, please be safe. Do not crash if you're driving.
I'm not driving.
Okay, good, cool. Right on, buddy. Right on. But yeah, we're gonna chat here. We're gonna talk about PR and new media, what we've learned throughout the semester, and kind of like what you guys think about it. What's going on. So I'll start here. It just I kind of come to a little bit of a realization and learn things with every class and stuff like that. And with you guys, your content has been absolutely amazing. I'll tell you that. And I've been really impressed with the stuff that you've been writing in your blogs, the things, the social media tweets, the Facebooks that post, your Instagrams. You've done a really good job. I mean, I always see this when we start class. How, excuse me, need my Colts water. Go horse. Gotta love the Colts.
That's right.
But I've seen how you guys have matured in your social postings, how you've done different types of social postings. A few of you at first, reached out to me and you were like, how can I ever make these many posts? How can I ever talk about this stuff? And I got to tell you, your content is great. All of you, around, you've done a good job of blending and mixing, your personal life with your professional life, which as communicators, we really do need to do. And I'll tell you, I've been impressed with you guys. I've seen some awesome videos, and I can't wait to see your final videos here in a few weeks when those come out. And I just hope that after all is said and done and after you leave this class, once the middle of May to the end of May gets here, I hope that you guys keep up some postings on some things. You guys have really started to make a social footprint for yourselves if you hadn't already done that here this semester. And to let that go, you can drop just like that, but it's such a slow burn to move up and to really get into people's presences and to have them follow you and want to interact with you. So, I hope that happens. And I'll tell you this, one of the things I wanted to talk about before I ask you guys some questions is Google's Mobile-geddon. I've seen a couple of you guys about this. But again, here in a few days, actually, Google is changing its algorithm. And we all know, yes, there's Bing, yes, there's Yahoo and stuff like that, but Google's king. What do people do? They Google things. And if your website is not mobile optimized, you are going to get hit very, very hard by the Google search rankings, by the algorithm, by the search bots, this and that. So if your organization you work for, most of your themes that you guys chose for your WordPress blogs are mobile responsive, so that's good. But again, if you're doing this for a nonprofit or an organization, please check it out. You can search something in Google, and it's called the Google Mobile Optimization Tool. Okay, and the Google Mobile Optimization Tool, you can put any website URL into that, and it will let you know how good on a Google scale your website is being mobile optimized. So, do any of you guys work with websites now, and do you know if they're mobile optimized or not? Yes, no? Everybody seems to be good. Is anybody struggling with this? Because I'm really glad at Mary Freebed we just had our launch, and if we hadn't had our launch, our old site was not mobile friendly at all, and we would just dropped in the search rankings. Does anybody have to redo it or redo a site?
Well, when I launched my app a couple of years ago, I think I paid to have it done, and of course it wasn't mobile optimized. And then as smartphones really took a hold, I had to pay somebody to redo it, and it was a pain in the butt. Now that I know WordPress from this class, I'm I'm kicking myself in the butt for the money I lost because it's a little easier than I thought. But yeah, I had to say again, Ben.
I said now you got the knowledge, and that's good,
Yeah.
man. Now that you know.
Yep.
So, again, there's an example. There are a couple websites that I need to work with some people back in Indianapolis that aren't mobile optimized. That I've been reaching out to them, and we have to do some things to make that happen. So there's our side note here for the class. And again, mobile Geddon is upon us, and it really is going to affect the search rankings and how things are found. And you still want to be found. You can do it with your content. And you guys have been so great with getting out this semester. But again, okay, so let's just start. Here on my computer, Thomas is the first one. So just let me ask you, man. You usually are pretty chat with everybody. Um, how has everything changed for you? Do you have a different perspective now as we end the semester than you did when you came in?
Um, yes and no.
Okay.
I probably yes in the sense that I've kind of found a better way to blend that personal and that professional. Um, but also no in the way that I already kind of had a pretty good understanding of how important social media is now to the public relations function, but also kind of how to blend it with traditional.
Hmm.
So in theory, yeah, I feel like I had already understood social media. In practice, not so much. And I'm glad that I kind of have that down pat a little bit more now.
Cool. Right on. All right. Hey, Ryan, man, you're next in my list. What do you think, buddy?
Well, like I've said before, I think the big thing that opened my mind was Twitter. And after reading Mark's book, The Dow Twitter, totally changed my perspective on it, and I really saw the power of it. And now it's become one of my favorite platforms.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, let's keep going. All right, Michael, man, you're next, buddy. You're muted right now. Yeah, there you
Sorry,
go.
I have my mute on. And my dog barking in the background. But I guess for me, I've learned the most just watching everybody else and seeing how they've all learned to use their social media. Twitter is my favorite. I probably liked it the most before, and I definitely have seen that I like it the most. I feel like I'm the best at using that or most comfortable with it, I guess. So I guess I've just learned the most by watching everybody else and seeing how everybody's kind of grown throughout the semester.
No, that's cool, man. I mean, that's what we're here to do. Again, being an online class, we got to learn from each other. All right, Melissa, can you chat right now?
Yes, I think so. He's playing with the iPad, so that's good that he's 10 months and playing with the iPad. Anyways, I feel like I've learned a lot. One of my biggest concerns with social media has always been privacy, just how to share and what to share. And so I think I've learned how to be more comfortable with sharing and how to use it as more of a brand building. My favorite probably is Instagram. I just like to look at everybody's pictures, so I like the visual aspect, and I like Twitter and how when I post comments, especially if it's something really trendy, I'll always get responses back. So learning how to use that, kind of like someone mentioned, I understood social media but didn't probably use it in the most effective way, and I've been able to do that a little bit better.
Cool. Right on. Right on. All right, Jonathan, man.
Um, I learned a lot, and I'm very appreciative for this class. I look up to many of the guys that are in here, yourself including Ben, and then Thomas and Ryan. Everybody seems to have a certain strength, a niche, a passion. Ryan music, Thomas his own. Everybody else has mine of course is veterans issues and politics, but just understanding the whole spectrum of how social media is connected and how, the impact and how it plays into public relations. I'm going to tell you, before this class, when I signed up and I said, oh, managing online social media, I'm like, what the heck is that? And I said, but as I came, as I got through the semester, and I'm like, wow, this is a complete paradigm shifted. And I said, I completely understand that. So I have learned a lot, man, and I really appreciate this semester. Just it set me up to continue on and on a glide path going on a positive direction. So it's really cool.
Right on. All right, Joanna.
I would say I really enjoy using Twitter and Instagram now. I didn't really have anything to do with them beforehand, and So I'm going to stay with my Instagram account, especially. I may not use Twitter as much, but LinkedIn, I'm definitely going to keep posting on that.
Hmm.
And I didn't really realize I could post the types of things I've been posting on there on LinkedIn, so I'm going to keep doing that.
And actually get responses back from people and things
Yes.
like that. Yeah, that's LinkedIn. It's what I like to call one of the big three. But I mean, you're right. Like some people just think it has to be too stuffy. Yeah, it could be a little bit of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Things like that. That's awesome. Cool. All right, Colleen.
I definitely also was a little more reserved before class started in my social media activity. I had, we all know what happens when you post something that you shouldn't have, and so I just tended to kind of be a little bit more reserved. But I think this class really pushed me to branch out and, I don't know, be a little less fearful of just posting things and interacting, especially on Twitter and LinkedIn too. LinkedIn made me a little nervous, but got through it.
Cool. Yeah, that's right. Are you as nervous as you were in the beginning, or have you calmed down
No,
since then?
no, definitely not. I think it was just came from a place of not wanting to alienate any like current or potential employers
Mm-hmm.
with the things that I was posting, but I don't really care anymore.
Okay. Right on. All right, Barry, are you there, buddy? Oh, it's first time we haven't seen you in here in a few, my man. So I don't know. We'll keep going on. All right. So honestly, social media to me, again, I mean, I say the same thing over and over. It's a love, and it's also kind of a passion of what I do now. And really, you guys kind of hit it. A few of you said it, like your niche or what you were writing about or what you talk about a lot, and that is your voice. What you guys have truly developed this semester is your voice online. And again, it's your voice is your brand and things like that. And run with it. Your voice can be what gets you a job, and yes, your voice can be, if you go off or you say something you shouldn't, or if you have a horrible rant about something, you can have the negative effects of that online today. And that's one of the things that just a lot of people don't think of. Just in the last week, it was the girls basketball coach got fired because they were talking about, oh, what was it? It was a tweet out of Indiana, and what was it? The girls basketball coach said that he would set fire to the pizza place or something like that. That said they wouldn't serve.
Yeah. Let's go burn it down.
Yeah, yeah, let's go burn it down. He was talking about the pizza place that wouldn't serve LGBT people. They said, oh, we'll refuse service to gays and things like that. And it's like, come on, people. So that coach, he came out and he actually said, sorry, I was having an issue there. The coach came out and actually said, hey, I was just messing around. I was just a little hot and things like that. But sorry, dude. I mean, it really did cost him his job. So you have to think about that stuff. Something that you might not think is, a big deal could really be a big deal, especially depending on, what type of a job you have. And it was a big deal for him just because he was a public educator and things like that. So I want to talk, on that note, just about some social media fails. We were chatting that last week, and then I had my technical difficulty, and about 20 minutes in, I failed to broadcast anymore. So one of them that I didn't get to talk about again, and check out the link that I sent you on OnCourse, the Click Z. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome article about social media fails. And the one was the New England Patriots. Okay, the New England Patriots, they had some type of, I mean, and kudos to whoever their social team is for learning how to set, up an auto tweet that put a person's name on a jersey and stuff like that. But they had this contest. I think it was what was it? Was it the thousandth person or like their 10,000th or millionth follower? I'm not quite sure. Where is it? I got too many windows open on my computer. It was a millionth. Oh, okay, there's my lovely wife helping out with class in the room next door. So she says a millionth follower. That when they hit that, they got a free jersey, and it put the person's Twitter handle on the top of the jersey, as their name, and it was a very racist Twitter handle and stuff like that. And the Patriots, they took a lot of flack. I mean, to me, being a horse fan, which you guys being at IUPUI, I hope you are too. I mean, all the Patriots are cheaters anyway. So, I mean, I'll just throw that out there. We know Bill Belichick's a cheater and stuff like that. Deflategate all the way, buddy. But, yeah, so the Patriots had to take the tweet down. They issued a formal apology, and, they had to move on. But, again, they made press, for kind of the wrong thing. Anybody else have any social media fails or, something crazy on social media that they've seen that, cost a person, business or, some indecent exposure to the media? No? All right. Cool.
I had a list, but now I've kind of blanked out. There's so many examples out there.
Last week, yeah, when we were talking. I went back and watched the Hangout video, how you guys hung out and talked a little bit after I had my technical difficulties. So that was awesome. I appreciate it. No, okay. So, again, social media fails happen. Watch those as a communicator and make sure that you stay on top of that. Some little housekeeping stuff here for the last few weeks of the semester. Again, you guys have blogs that are due. You can do your blogs ahead of time. And again, with your web videos, let me know if you have any questions. Tweet me, text me, call me. I am here to help. You guys did a pretty good job, in midterms, but like I told you, I do grade the final, a little bit harder because hopefully you've watched each other's videos and stuff and got some ideas. So let me know if you need anything. But other than that, anybody have any questions as we close here?
No.
All right.
What do we got? Two more classes? Is that it?
Well, next week I was thinking about having a hangout, but I've hung you guys out a lot here this semester, and I usually put a freebie and then another freebie in there, and that was how it said to open. So nothing next week. I mean, you still have assignments, and the week after that, that's it. So
we should do a Google Hangout at Dave and Buster's. And we'll have the class at Dave and Buster's.
Hey, I love that. If you guys want to go to Dave and Buster's, man, well, I'll party up here, man. I'll get some Bell's Oberon, something like that. I think that's been some good beer up here. And yeah, we'll have a virtual party, man. Call me. Put the Hangout app on your phone and stuff like that. I think that would be great. It'd be great. All right. Well, hey, again, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all for being in class. Thank you for talking, with me and tweeting with me and stuff like that. And, I love Twitter. I'm on it constantly. It's the last thing I see before I go to bed, and it's the first thing I see when I wake up. I check my Twitter account. Kudos to you all. I hope you all have learned some stuff. I sent out an on-course message. If you could, please fill out the evaluation. That would be awesome. Let me know what you liked and didn't like. If you have any suggestions for improvements to the class. Because, again, I teach this class, once a semester, and I really feel like every semester, it evolves, it gets a little bit different, and I improve on some things. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. And, again, we're talking, stay in touch, tweet me, call me, let me know if you need anything. I'm here to help out. So thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks.